Hi there, and welcome to a day in the life with the escapists. This is a little game I've been messing around with for the past couple of weeks, and I do feel it's about time I let the world know my thoughts. Overall, I've got to say it's very, very enjoyable. I've thoroughly enjoyed playing it. It's given me a bit of a tough time in places, and there have been various facepalm moments. But I really have enjoyed playing it. I've enjoyed being put in the situations that it's put me in a couple of times. At its roots, it's an RPG where you play a little guy. There we are on screen at the moment, who is in prison, and you've got to escape. And you do this by gathering bits and bobs and crafting them into useful items. Which you then use to escape from the prison. There are various impedances and various aids to help you. You have favours that you can do for other prisoners, which could count as an impedance and an aid, in that when you do a job for a prisoner, a favour for a prisoner, their opinion of you will go up. If you refuse to do a favour for a prisoner, their opinion of you will go down. And things like being found in other people's cells will cause the guards' opinions of you to go down. Constantly being in trouble and not being at roll call on time will cause the guards' opinions of you to go down. So you've got to balance all this, and you may find you get a job for one bloke that says, so-and-so needs teaching a lesson. Would you go and do it for him? And do it for me? And you say yes, and you go and do that. And then his opinion of you goes up, but then you do a job for another person who wants you to have a go at the person that you've just done a job for. So you've got to balance all these things out. I have got a gripe with it, and that gripe is that the save mechanic is a little odd in that it only saves when you get into the bed in your cell at the end of the day. If you don't get into your own bed in your cell, it will not save. So if you get slung into solitary, if you spend overnight in the sick bay, it will not save, and you will either have to repeat a day or play an extra day because it won't have saved the previous day because you weren't in your own bed. But that being said, I really do like the way that it performs. It's taken me about 7 hours to break out the first prison, and I've been playing a day here and a day there. My job here has been laundry duty, which you'll see shortly. There are 5 jobs that are available to you. They earn you money that you can use to purchase things from the other inmates in game, but that's not enough. The inmate has got to learn, or the inmate has got to like you. So if the prisoner in question doesn't like you, he won't sell to you. Yes, you could beat him up and take things off him. You could go through his cell and take things off him. But if you get caught in the cell, then the guards' opinions of you go down. You're more likely to get your cell tossed, and so on and so on and so forth. It's a very involved, very deep little game, and I absolutely adore it. That's the exercise room, the gym. Here we go. We're going to the laundry at the moment. You've got a clean bin on the left, a dirty bin on the right, and this guy's come in to start a ruckus with me, and I've had to take time out of doing what I should be doing in order to deal with him. Basically, my strategy, which doesn't work on this occasion, is to fill my inventory with dirty laundry, use the machines. I can only put one piece of laundry in each machine, and then when it's all clean, I've got to do 6 pieces. When it's all clean, put it in the clean bin. But there are folk who do it different ways and are quite successful. Normally I'm successful, but if I hadn't had the fight, but this time I had a fight with somebody, and that sort of took up a bit of my time. I'll go and reapply for my job later. One thing I'm going to do here is to nick a guard's uniform from the laundry. So that'll be nice. I've got to go to gym now. There are places you have to be during the day. You have to go to work. You have to go to roll call. You have to go to the gym. And you have to turn up to meals. If you don't turn up for those, then the prison will go into lockdown. If you're caught out during lockdown, then you will end up in solitary. Any contraband that you have will be removed from you. Any damage that you've done to the prison, like any holes that you're in the process of digging, will all be repaired, filled in. The damage to the prison, to the cell walls, if you're tunnelling through the walls, etc., then that will get repaired. As you can see, I've got a guy here who really doesn't like me. He's chasing me round and round in the showers. I think he ought to be a little bit more careful. This is a health hazard after all, being chased in the showers. Apart from what he'll do to me if he catches me, I'm not particularly worried about what he'll do to me if he catches me. But there is the thing about slipping in the showers. Both of us could end up with a nasty injury. So here we go. I'm about to sit down for I'm sitting down for evening meals. That's my friend Leroy, I think, across the table from me. We're discussing the mouse racing that's apparently going to take place later. So now we've got a free period, and the free period leads on to evening roll call. There you are. I'm just applying for my job back again. That's the list of things I've got to do, and there you can see the jobs that are available. Again, I'm just sort of roaming around and filling up my time. Days, as I say, last about 12 to 15 minutes. You've got a work period, you've got breakfast, lunch, dinner, you've got a gym period, you've got all these things that you have to attend to. There's a kitchen job, there's a mailman job, there's a job making number plates, I think. And I'm not sure whether in this prison there is a gardener or a cleaner, but it'll be one or the other. And there'll be like dirty spots that you've got to go around and clean up, or weeds that you've got to pull out the garden. And if you don't get it right, you won't get carried on keeping the job, and you certainly won't get paid. So it's heading towards evening roll call or nighttime roll call, and at each roll call they say, well, okay, we're going to go through somebody's cell, see whether they got any contraband. So normally what you do, you've got your 6 spaces in your hotbar there, plus what's in your hand, and then you've got an overflow, which is your desk in the cell. And the desk is searchable, so, but you're not. So if you've got any contraband and they announce your cell to be tossed, you want to get round there and put everything in your cell. It does look like no, I was wrong. I was looking at the wrong clip. So after a particularly nasty edit, we're going to evening roll call, and they're on about whose cells are going to be searched this evening. Here's a tip. I had a little bit of a problem with reading the guards' dialogue, and I found that going into calibration menu on the Xbox would sort it out, and running through those tools sorted it out. So I'm now in the service corridor behind my cell, and I've managed to dig a hole in the wall of the cell by using plastic forks. I don't know where they get their plastic forks from, because every plastic fork I've ever used has not been good enough to pick up a piece of chicken. But these guys' plastic forks are really good because you can use them to chip through brick walls, or even breeze block walls. Breeze block? Whichever. Anyway, I'm sort of juggling in my inventory here, and I've managed to put on the guard uniform that I picked up in the laundry earlier, and I'm shuffling through the inventory in order to get the right things in my inventory to make a hole in the wall. And again, I'm picking up things, dropping things. I should be far more organised at this point, but I'm not. This is Centre Perk Prison, by the way. It's the easiest, and as I say, I've spent a few hours trying to get out of here, and a few times being caught. As you can see, it's day 51, something stupid like that, game time. And it's driven me insane. And the game's now gone into lockdown mode, so they realise something's up. I'm not going to come out that way. They're not going to take me alive. You ain't going to take me alive, copper. Now it's telling me that my inventory's full, which it is. I need to juggle a few things and drop a few things. They're looking for me outside. The sweat's starting to run down my face. This is particularly tense here. And I'm beside myself. So we're on the run in here, and hopefully we'll be on the run shortly. There goes a guard past the cell block. And I'm just about out. I could have used the brick there to seal up the hole, but for some reason I didn't. I've now run up to the fence, and I'm cutting a hole in the fence. Not only do the forks cut through brick walls, but the plastic knives they got from the canteens cut through chain link fence, which is absolutely wonderful. I want some of these plastic knives and forks. I'm halfway through. Don't ask me why I keep changing knife and fork. I don't know. And I'm away. They're calling for backup, but I've got the bit between my teeth now, and I'm running for it. And I'm on my way. Oh, there's somebody sticking their head up through a hole. I trip over it, and they caught me again. Here comes me score. I'm out of there. I'm on my way away, and well, maybe I'll see you soon in my adventures in the next prison, which is called Stalagflucht, I believe. So it's been nice talking to you. I'm Dave.